Hi, you guys. Thanks for listening in to this episode of Tips with T. On today, I have Miss Jessica with us. Hey, Miss Jessica, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. So tell us more about yourself and what you do.
Sure. So my name is Jessica, of course, and I am the creator and CEO behind Not Your Average Pro. Not Your Average Pro focuses on helping professionals who feel like they're stuck in the cycle of work, sleep, repeat to create space for the life that they would love to live. So oftentimes I work with moms who have side hustles. I work with corporate employees who have dreams of transitioning into entrepreneurship or opening a side hustle themselves. And also just corporate employees who are feeling very overwhelmed and feeling like their life revolves around work and creating space for things that are important to them, like their hobbies, their friends, their family.
Awesome. Awesome. So I'm glad you talk about the decluttering your life because that's basically what you're really huge on.
Yeah.
So explain to us what is like a life design and how, goals are accomplished, that whole process.
Sure. Yeah. Life design is really, I think all of us are familiar with it, but we don't necessarily use that terminology. So, lifestyle design is really about deciding what you want and then just reverse engineering it. So, and that's kind of what we do with decluttering. I personally have decluttered my life and seen a lot of change come from that. And so it all started with defining my goals. What is it that I want? Sometimes, like in the beginning for me, I feel like the goal was just I don't want to feel overwhelmed. I don't want to always be working. And over time, that goal has developed to, you know what, I really want to build a life that allows me to work from anywhere. I want to make passive income. I want to own real estate. I want to travel the world and be able to do it consistently. So it's really all about defining what it is that you want and then reverse engineering that and creating space so that you can accomplish those things. And when I help my clients with lifestyle design and with decluttering, we don't just look at their physical stuff, we also look at their money and their time, because all of those things come together. The physical stuff creates stress sometimes in our minds, and it keeps us from being able to be creative to solve some of the problems in our own lives. And then, once we open up our minds, then we need to look at, well, how am I using my resources? And that comes down to time and money. So it's really just starting with that goal and then saying, how do I put everything into place, my home, my budget, and my calendar, so that I can execute and work towards this goal.
Awesome. Awesome. So I guess what are some tips that you give to help people make room or to declutter their lives? What tips do you give?
Yeah, so normally the thing I always start with all of my clients is, what are you trying to accomplish? I have gone through the process of decluttering without really knowing, and what happens is not that it's pointless, but a lot of times we create space, and because we don't have that goal, because we don't know where we're headed, we don't put that space to good use. So a lot of times what I'll tell my clients is like, I found myself with more time on my hands, but then I was on Instagram, I was on Facebook, and that wasn't the kind of life that I wanted to lead. So the first tip I always give is like, really take the time to define the goal. And again, even if it's not clear yet, even if it is just, I want to be less stressed, run with that, because over time, you'll start to look at things in your life and say, this is causing me stress, and remove it. And once you remove that, then you may say, oh, it's not just that I don't want to be stressed. Maybe it's that I don't want to be surrounded with people who are not like-minded, right? So you start to develop that clarity over time, but you have to start somewhere. And then the second thing I typically recommend is start small. Like I mentioned, there's a lot of elements to decluttering your life for, in my business, but just in lifestyle design in general. And so I think what's really important is to start small and not become overwhelmed. So again, with my clients, we start in their home, but we make it even smaller than that. We pick a room, and then we pick a space within a room. So we may say, okay, we're working on the bedroom this weekend, but we're going to even make that smaller and say we're just working on the dresser. So I think that has been super, super helpful for them, because it feels like they can do it. And once they get that little win, then it just builds and it snowballs into something bigger and bigger and bigger.
Well, I'm glad you actually just said like just tackle like little things at a time, because we do
Yeah.
tend to get overwhelmed when we try
Yeah.
to tackle a lot at a time. Um,
Yes.
like with me trying to redo my office
Yeah.
since I'm home more, trying to tackle little things at a time so I won't get overwhelmed and get frustrated, because like I order supplies so I can put stuff on the wall and it's not here yet. So
Mm-hmm.
trying to find it like, okay, well, this what's another little area that I can work on within my office that I can get
Sure.
done, um, so I can still feel like I'm achieving something.
Yes.
So, what are some examples now? That's within the home. So, what are some examples that people can do in the business area when they're trying
Mm.
to declutter something?
Yeah, so this is something I feel like I'm tackling right now because I left my job in January of this year, just before COVID and everything and all the craziness. But I think one is defining like what is your highest value to your business?
Hmm.
What is the thing that you do that no one else can do? And the things that other people can do, start looking for ways to delegate that stuff. I think for most of us, if your position is CEO, then you are the visionary in your business. Don't purposefully, I should say, try to tackle everything. I know when you first get started, that's kind of what you have to do. I mean, I was doing my own social media, I was doing my own sales. Like you're going to start the process yourself, but start building a process that allows you to focus on your highest contribution and letting other people do the other things. And finding people whose skill sets are really a fit for that, right? So it's not about just delegating it to like your best friend and saying, hey, can you post my social media photos? Like
Hmm.
find somebody who really like this is their highest contribution to the world, or to their business, and this is what they do, and let them handle that, because frankly they'll probably do it better since it's what they are focused on. And then I think also when you take that step back, you will have more time to think about the direction of your business. And I think that decluttering the tasks and the focuses of your business is huge. I was just talking to my fiance earlier today, actually, about a similar concept. And I was saying, I have all these ideas now for how to have like a minimalist business.
Hmm.
And me as an idea person, my first thought is like, oh, I should create content. Maybe I can make a class, like going a mile a minute. And then I thought to myself, like, no, yes, you could do this, but is that what you want people to know you for? And I think the more that I step back and I become comfortable with being the CEO and the visionary for the business, the more comfortable I am at saying, yes, this is a good idea, but no, this is not the best use of your time. And eliminating that, there's nothing new under the sun. So somebody's probably going to do it anyway. Let them do it to the best of their ability, and you do what you do best to the best of your ability.
Right. Well, I'm glad you said that, because like, with me, I really want to get my business to where it runs basically on autopilot. So, cause I am the CEO and I want to, do the things, like I just want to just do like the webinars and the seminars, but
Right.
actually being able to build a team, because I want to add on different services to my business. Um, so really that really just like helped me to realize, okay, well now, Tiara, in
Mm-hmm.
order for you to do all these things, you're gonna have to go back to the table and actually sit and see. Because I have an assistant, I do, but
Mm-hmm.
now it's like, okay, maybe I need to start delegating more things to her for me to
Yeah.
her to do,
Mm-hmm.
so I can be hands free when it comes to doing other things and trying to
Mm-hmm.
figure out other ways on how I can, build because I really want to build like an agency. So
Okay.
figure out ways on how I can do that.
Yeah, no, that totally makes sense. And yeah, I just signed up a virtual assistant as well, and she's helping me with my social media, and what
Mhm.
I love about it already, and it's only been a couple of weeks, is that I get to really focus on the direction for the brand, but she is the one helping me with like editing video content, which used to take me hours,
Right.
posting, scheduling my post, which was hours worth of work. So it's not that it's like lesser work,
Mhm.
and it's not that it's not important work. It's just that's not where my time is best spent, but that is the focus of her business. So why not let her assist me in that effort?
Right. Right. And then like it's so funny to me because like my assistant, she does my all of my social media posts and things of
Mm-hmm.
that nature too. And where it would take me hours it takes her only like a couple of minutes. And
Exactly.
I'm like, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? But it's just like that's what she's passionate about doing. So to her, it's like
Exactly. It's nothing.
nothing.
Yeah, it's
Like
nothing.
hours. So I was just like, now I've been doing this for how long? And it's
Mm-hmm.
struggling with this, and you can just okay.
Yep.
But not that. That's definitely not what I need to be doing. I need to delegate. So.
Yes.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So thank you so much, Miss Jessica, for your tips on today. Tell our listeners how they can get in contact with you if they would
Yeah.
like, and I will share your social media handles.
Sure, absolutely. So you can find me on Instagram and Facebook at Nacho Average Fro. That is Nacho like the chip, so Nacho Average Fro. Again, both on Instagram and Facebook. I am more active on Instagram, so if you're an Instagram user, I definitely recommend you check me out there. I recently just bought and converted a van that I'll be living out of full time in about 2 weeks with my fiance. So, you can check out that story as it progresses as well.
Awesome. I definitely will be checking it out. You guys, and if you want to get in contact with me, my contact information, my number is 910-317-0396. You can contact me at mjfinancial.biz. You can visit the website, www.mjfinancial.biz, and you can find this episode on Anchor, you guys, and you can also find this video on the YouTube channel for M&J Financial Management. So thank you once again, Miss Jessica, for
You're
coming
welcome.
on, giving those tips about decluttering. I will definitely do a sit back. Next week is supposed to be my off week, so I will reflect during that week. So I will definitely reflect and see what more tasks that I can delegate, so I can, be the actual visionary of the business, so I can get it where I want it to go. So thank you.
Absolutely. So much. You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
It's been a pleasure. Well, all right, you guys. We will see you on the next episode of Tips with T.